In her debut book, The Road from Kabul, Angie Fayek tells the story of her father Ahad's courageous journey leaving war-torn Afghanistan in the early 1980s to find a better life in America. And in one chapter, Ahad uses a forged passport in order to receive a visa from the English embassy in Pakistan. The officer becomes suspicious of the passport and attempts to verify it with the Afghan government. Luckily for Ahad, they weren't able to prove that it was a forgery and were none the wiser. It is small details such as this that can drastically change someone's life, as it did Ahad's. And those small details are present in the game that I'm about to talk about. This is Papers, Please. Released in 2013 by Lucas Pope, Papers, Please is a dystopian document thriller that places you, the player, as a newly selected border inspector in the fictional nation of Arstotzka, a nation based off the Soviet bloc. The gameplay goes something like this. You must verify that each person's documents are in order so they can enter. If not, then you must deny them entry. Seems simple at first glance, but very little can prepare you for what this game will start to throw at you. Let's start with you, the player. You are the sole breadwinner for your family, and therefore must provide enough money to keep them afloat. The issue being that a large chunk of your income is eaten up by rent, which can increase, food, heating, and sometimes medicine. After all of that is calculated, you are left with little to no extra cash. So how does the player get paid? Well, the player gets paid per person that you process in one day. So, it's good that you process as many people as you possibly can in one day to maximize profits. However, you only get paid if you do your job correctly. If you make a mistake, you get a citation, resulting in your pay getting docked. Make too many mistakes can result in your firing. It's imperative that you work quickly, yet perfectly. Every detail counts. You need to check, double check, and triple check that everything is in order. You find yourself asking the same questions. Is this person's picture correct? Does the city on the passport exist? Is it expired? Does the person's height and weight match? Is this person a wanted criminal? It is your job to verify all of this. The game will always be unforgiving towards you. With each passing day, new rules and occurrences will happen all the time. For one day, you just need to verify passports. But the next day, you must deny everyone from a certain country. And then the next day, each person must present a work visa. And then the next day, each person must present vaccine certifications, entry permits, identity supplements, diplomatic authorizations, and so on, becoming more convoluted, making your job more difficult as you must take more time on one person while also trying to process as many people as possible to get as much wages in one day. And this doesn't even consider the random border attacks which can cut your day short and leaving you light-handed for the day. Because of the immense amount of pressure of the job, it opens up opportunities for morally questionable behavior. Papers, Please attempts to put your own personal moral code to the test. Throughout the game, you are faced with numerous moral dilemmas, ranging from choosing to detain people for a minor offense, like an expired passport, only because you and a guard get a pay bonus for every arrest, to choosing to cooperate with an underground rebel group committing treason, to more serious and often saddening choices such as splitting up a married couple, or denying a mother to reunite with her son, or stopping a human trafficker even though all of his documents are correct, risking a citation. One of the major dilemmas is the story of Sergiu and Elisa. Sergiu is a guard that you meet late in the game. He becomes a friend of yours, checking in on you every now and then. He's even from the same hometown as you. Sergiu later asks for a favor. You see, before becoming a guard, he served overseas in the Arstotzkan military, where he met a girl, Elisa, whom he falls in love with. Since then, Sergiu has been trying to get Elisa into Arstotzka, the only issue being that she is missing a crucial document for entry, grounds for denial. You ask yourself, do I go by the book and deny Elisa entry, splitting the couple and possibly condemning her to death? Or do you take one for the team and reunite the lovers? Choosing the former, nothing really different happens, life goes on. Going with the latter, and you get a pretty heartwarming cutscene where they embrace, while at the same time, you get a citation. To you, your decisions may seem like nothing. You are, after all, trying to keep your job, follow protocol, and stay alive. But to them, you are the judge. You alone are sealing their fate. You are the one that has the final say with the deny or approve stamp. Consider Ahad's story from the beginning. a true story where he was one of the countless people whose fate was in the hands of one person. Loyalty has consequences, but so does having a heart. The game has 20 different endings, all of them based on the decisions you've made. 17 of the 20 endings are all considered bad endings, as they either result in your arrest, replacement, or execution. And of those 3 other so-called good endings, they are really unsatisfying. One of the good endings is just your superior giving you a pat on the back for doing your job correctly. You don't receive a raise or a promotion, you're just simply sent back to work. Regardless of the path you take, the game will not reward you. It is either you lose, or you just barely stay alive for another day. This is what makes Papers, Please such a bleak, yet intriguing game. And it's also quite fun. From Red Shell Network, glory to Arstotzka.